Today I will be presenting my design proposal for the emergency response for Utopia Homelands. But before I start, I will also like to pay my respects and acknowledge the traditional owners of the land throughout Australia, and also pay my respects to the elders, the past, the present, and future. And before I start talking about the design proposal, I would also like to do a really quick recap about the community. So Utopia Homelands is located about 270 kilometers from Alice Springs in the Northern Territory, and it has a population that varies from 600 to 1,000 members. So in Utopia, we have actually 16 homelands and 2 groups of language, and the community is actually divided by the Sandover Highway and the Sandover River. The emergency scenario that is being addressed in this assessment, it was the emergency scenario defined in assessment 1 during the research about the community, and is the food insecurity in Utopia. During this research, it was possible to analyze that there are 3 main things that make it very difficult for members of the community to get the food and the nutrition they need on an everyday basis. So to help to address this problem of the malnutrition in Utopia Homelands, it was taking in consideration the framework of the zero hunger. And here we have the steps that goes from paving the roads and to reduce food waste and to also implement some food and nutrition programs. So taking in consideration the framework that was previously discussed, it came to realization that to actually propose a project for Utopia that addresses the food insecurity would be very helpful as well to have a program that addresses all the areas that are not only for design. And here I'm naming this project as Orapuncha, which is Utopia Revitalization Food Program. So this program addresses the 3 main areas, which it's the areas that affect the most the nutrition in community. So the first one is about the access of not only the members of the community to the food shop, but also the food delivery to get to the shops. So which is paving the roads. The second point is the nutrition food program. So the nutrition in food program will aim to help the family and the community to improve their knowledge about the diet and to what to choose from the shop. And the third part, which is where we will address in regards to design, is the community food hub, which is actually an infrastructure that aims not only to facilitate access to food, but also give some infrastructure for them to cook and socialize as well. So the community food hub, it's a design of an area that's going to be shared by the community and can be used for not only for them to cultivate greens and vegetables they can consume, but also so they can have an activity and socialize and have something which they can bond. To better address the necessities of this project, it was also considered another framework, which is called Food and Other Gardens in and about remote communities. And one of the points addressed in this document, it's also about how the designing of a community garden in a remote community should occur. It's highly suggested that during this process of planning, it is conducting a participatory or a collaboration with the community. A second point, which is also very important, is all about the maintenance in the paperwork. So a community garden and a food hub, it demands lots of maintenance, and because everyone in the community has a different jobs and occupations and also different projects in their personal lives, it is better that mostly the garden has someone that would take care and there is a paid work for a better result. In regards to the location of the community food hub, so it was thought that the best solution for the community is to group the homelands according to the side of the river they are, and to spread the community food hub in a way that the members of the community can access the facility more easily. About the design development, here the design is going to be just a suggestion in a hypothetical project. Each group of homelands for this project, for the community garden, will have a different number of people that will use the community food hub. So this would also affect the project. Here we have the final drawing of the floor plan. Here we have a simulation of the community food hub and how it would be on outdoors. Another element that is very important and that will increase the sense of belonging to the community food hub is by creating spaces or objects that communicate or have some meaning, which is important for the community. Of course, these objects, they are better discussed and created when they are produced in collaboration with the community. But in here, we have a suggestion, for example, which would be the fire space and fire area, which would be in an area that the community will have the encounters where they can talk, where they can cook, and they share moments. And one of the objects that will have a strong presence there will be those low chairs, which will be designed in carved wood or rock and stone. And they are meant to be very heavy and really close to earth, to the ground, to symbolize on how the people in the community, they are very connected to the ground, to the country, and how they have the roots in that. So through the symbolization of something that is meaningful and then has this attachment and feeling of community and culture, is hoped to achieve the sense of belonging to the project and to the facility as well. And to conclude the presentation here, I show one of the sketches showing what would be a space like this. So this would be the center of the garden, symbolize also the heart, the center of the community, and also symbolize where they will unite to have those moments of sharing and to connecting to earth. So I hope you all enjoy the presentation, and I see you soon. Thank you.